Future Shock with your host, Benjamin Dixon. And guess what? You are now plugged into the Power Surge. Now tuned into the Future Shock, Future Shock, Future Shock. Hot takes we debate is the Future Shock, Future Shock, Future Shock. IWC, it's the Future Shock, Future Shock, Future Shock. Get your news here first, it's the Future Shock, Future Shock, Future Shock.
This is referee Dan Fitzgerald, and you are now watching the Future Shock Wrestling Podcast. Get plugged into the Power Surge.
This is Nasty Leroy, aka That Man, aka That Nasty Man, and you are tuned in to the Future Shock Podcast, and you're plugged in to the Power Surge. Now, listen to this podcast and don't be a rat bastard.
This is your boy, the Cardinal Nick Thompson, the current IWA Explosive Division Champion, and you are now watching the Future Shock Wrestling Podcast, and you are now plugged in to the Power Surge. Twing!
What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome KAM LEWIS to the Indie Spotlight, man. Listen, he is the host of the No Pop podcast, along with his tag team partner, the Bro Kage. Listen, we also know that he is the host of the No Pop Huddle with the Bro Kage and brother Eric Knight. He posts weekly reviews for AEW and WWE, and you may see him do some independent wrestling stuff. He's a fan of the Atlanta Falcons, and he's also a basketball fan as well. I can't wait for you guys to hear his story about his wrestling fandom and his journey going forward as a wrestling content curator. And we're going to just talk about a lot of different things, man, so stay tuned. I can't wait for you guys to hear it all. Is it? Okay. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood wrestling content creator and digital media champion, BJ Dixon. And I want to welcome you guys to the Indie Spotlight, where we highlight independent wrestling and wrestling content creators who are shaping the wrestling world around us, man. I want to welcome to the show my good brother KAM LEWIS to the show, to the Indie Spotlight. Welcome in, brother. How you feeling today, brother KAM?
Feeling good. God is able, man. That's why I'm here, man. Appreciate you bringing me in. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm doing great, brother. Doing great. Hold on. Let me see what we're doing here. Hey, KAM, hold on. Try your mic again. Hold on. Try your cam. Yeah, come back in, because like you're kind of breaking up a little bit, just a little bit.
What you need me to do?
Hold on. Come back in, come back in. All right, see. All right. Just come back in and then come back, come out and come back in, because I can your audio is really choppy.
All right.
Hold on, guys. Y'all give us 1 second. Oh, okay. He's good. Okay, if he's good, then okay, cool. It might just be me. Okay, we good, KAM.
Okay, I'll just make sure. Can you hear me though? Can you hear me?
Hold on. I don't think I know what it is.
Okay.
I know exactly what it is. Okay. All right. I think we're good now. All right, we're good. I saw what it was. But thank you for coming on, man. So what would you say? I mean, how would you describe yourself as, as for your brand, KAM? What would you describe? Who would you describe KAM LEWIS as? You know what I'm saying?
for the content. Somebody different, somebody that's looking to change the whole game when it comes to what what content creation is. It's not always about um exactly what I'm doing. It's more about what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be different when it comes to, oh yeah, it's just not in the category of just wrestling, but just a creation in general. I have so many ideas in my head that I want to do, but obviously you have to push forward to a certain spot. So I put myself actually in a different category. Now, obviously I do other things, but you have to be able to, for you to be able to get to where you want to go, you have to kind of stay in that I guess you got to kind of stay in what's hot to get your name out.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
when you
yeah.
get to exactly what you want to do, once you have the platform, once you have the following, then you've been able to exactly do what you want to do. But you gotta kind of I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna say sell. That's not the word. But you more so have to give in a little bit more than what you want to. You have to sacrifice to get to what you want to get, exactly where you want to be at. So,
Exactly. Yeah, most definitely, brother. Most definitely. So let's get into how you got into content creation. What made you want to start looking at content creation as a possibility for yourself, man?
good question. You know, at first I used to always want to be like a gamer, and
Hmm.
my mom's not here anymore. But my mom used to always tell me when I was a kid, gaming is not what you want to do. That's not gonna get you paid. Obviously, gaming can get you
That's what my
paid.
mom told me too,
Uh,
because I was gonna do
yeah,
the same exact thing.
yeah, that was a big thing for me. But gaming kind of changed. It kind of changed their landscape. Kind of changed what they do. So then I kind of pivoted. I also like to used to watch First Take all the time. So a big sports fan, so watching First Take, and then they ended up having, well, Cole Pizza was first, then they ended up changing the First Take, then Shannon and Skip ended up having something. So that was like motivation to, okay, even though they've done it a different way, which is go to school and get their degrees. I started seeing that other people that don't have to go to school for, they can continue, they can start showing themselves, and that's when social media came around, and then I started seeing other people do it. So that was mostly I like, man, maybe I can do it. Obviously, YouTube, our age, we was able to see everything. We kind of like the guinea pig, so we wasn't able to jump on it right then and there, but able to watch other people do it. It's like, okay, maybe I can do this. So like even now, I still think like kind of wild that I'm doing this. Like I'm taking a full, I guess, full sacrifice to do this because it's something that I want to do, and obviously it's people that's been doing it for so long, and they have what you want, but I like where I'm at right now, my pace. So still learning from other people that's not even in the space that I'm in as well. I think that's the best thing too, to learn from other people that's not in your own space. That's where I got a lot of my information from, watching other people in different spaces, not even in wrestling. So just the motivation of other people and seeing that I can do the same thing. Yeah, that's mostly
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So Cam, that's a really really inspiring story, brother. Because see, a lot of people like in our generation, brother, like a lot of us did not want to, like as you said, like some of us didn't want to go to school and get a degree. Like most of us, like growing up, for me, like I knew college wasn't really my thing. Even though I went to trading school, but like I went to trade school for a little bit, but like in terms of what I wanted to really do, I knew it was based around some sort of content. Whether like for me, like I started off with doing Christian content, still do that every once in a while. I do it on my other pages, but like it started off with me just doing that, and then it evolved into my wrestling takes much later on. So I definitely feel you on that because for me, I ain't feel like school was for me either. So I feel you on that. I definitely felt you.
Yeah.
Because for me, like I do not have the stand, I do not have the mental, I do not have um, the mental capacity, just like I said, enough. classroom for 4 years and just learn the same thing
I understand.
over
Yeah,
and over again.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, what made you a? Pardon this.
Mhm.
How did you find professional wrestling, or how did professional wrestling find you?
My granddaddy. Um, as a young kid, I can't tell you what age it was, but he was the first person that told me about it. Um, grandfather put me on. I remember exactly where I was at his house in his bed. He showed me it was WCW. I could tell you, that's the most I could tell you. It was WCW, and ever since then, I'm really just been locked in with wrestling. We used to wrestle, me and him. He's not here
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, we used to wrestle in the bed. So, granddad. That's when he ended up having diabetes. He ended up passing away when I was younger. But when he was,
Mm,
straight, that's that's what we used to do all the time. We used to watch wrestling, or used to play hide and go seek, one of the two.
mm.
And for a man that was half blind, he never lost in hide and go seek. Want to let you know that he never lost in hide and go seek. As a
Wow.
as a half a blind man, I don't know. He just, I guess his hearing was better, so he actually knew exactly where I was at every time. He knew where I was at. Um, but yeah, he showed me wrestling, and then after that, me being a single child as well, that kind of just stuck with me. So I was able to just run with it from there. Been in and out since, as growing older with wrestling, but now being a content creator, I'm been more locked in about it for sure.
Man, you got Worldwide Dom in the chat. What's going on, man?
Yeah,
Thanks
so
for thanks for tuning in, Worldwide Dom. Canvas inspired me to come out of my comfort zone and to start posting and interact with other wrestling fans. That's my yeah, he's my dog as well, man. Cam is a good Cam doesn't realize how much of an impact he's had on a lot of people, man. And this is the platform that I want to highlight that on. So shout out to you, Worldwide Dom. Y'all can follow him on all his social media content and everything. What's
hey,
going on, Pinnacle Gamer?
that's my guy. He was just on yeah. He was just he was just he was just in the stream yesterday. Shout out to him. He going to SummerSlam this weekend. Him and his
Oh,
wife.
okay. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Good seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on to everybody in the chat? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah. Big boy, what's up, man?
Big boy, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, big boy? So, Cam, I got a few more questions for you, good brother. Um, so you started your content creation journey by doing WrestleMania 40, from what I heard. So, like, what made you start want to do wrestling content from that point of view? 'Cause I know that that was around the time when Cody was finishing the story and Rock
Hmm.
became the final boss and all different stuff. So like what really made you do the content creation space with that?
It was my wife. A lot of motivation from different people. All right, so I told you I was doing sports. So what I used to do sports before that. So I think around
Mm-hmm.
22, 21, 22, I was doing sports on Instagram. A little bit on TikTok. I was doing more basketball. So I was doing like NBA. I was
Mm-hmm.
doing I still do it, but I was doing NBA reactions from like the game. So when the game was over, I would do hold on. Uh it's been a minute since I did it. Um What's good? It's your favorite guy with the glasses back with another video recap about last night's game, and then they'll come into an NBA game. And some people be like, bro, you're talking too fast. But it's like, bro, like just me learning how to do it that fast was teaching me how to slow down and then like do content very confidently. See how I just able to do that so fast. Like, just doing that is very difficult. Like, all right, I'll make it like, what's good? It's your favorite guy with glasses. Back on another video. Recap about last night game. We got BJ, we got Cam. They was out there going crazy on the basketball floor. BJ with a crossover to Cam. He ended up stepping back, hit the 3 game winner, and BJ got the dub. That's how it was in NBA. Like, that's how it was with NBA. Quick,
Really?
fast. Yeah, quick and fast. But it got to a point in NBA where it kind of slowed down. So I was like, I'm getting some videos, I'm getting some love, but I don't know if I really like what I'm doing as I'm like seeing it. Like I was getting like, maybe 50, 60 likes on TikTok, but I wasn't really liking it. I didn't think it was expanding me as I think I should, right? I was like, nah, that ain't it. So then my wife was like, why you want to try wrestling? I was like, now this is 23. I was like, nah. I said, it's too many people in it. She was like, but you know a lot. I was like, it's too many people in wrestling. I said, I don't want to step on nobody's toes. Like, I feel like this NBA space is smooth, but I said, I told us that it's not a lot going on. Though it's like not like a lot of movement. So I feel like I should do something different. I was like, you think wrestling? She was like, yeah. And I did a CM Punk video. And then that video kind of got a little traction. And I said, you know what? All right, let's test this out. So going back to what you were saying, it was actually WrestleMania 39. That's when Cody and Roman ended up fighting. And I was like, that's when I used to watch with my wife, and I was like, and that was a good match. So then when we go to WrestleMania 40, it was way better. It was way different. So I started from ground up, DJ. I'm talking about grab the camera, put the camera on top of something, and let it watch, and the camera face the TV. So it wasn't like great quality. It was like, hey, you got to get in how you get it. And I did night one. That's when they did their first night one and night two. I did night one, night two. And I was kind of like the audio, like you can still hear me, but it was no camera because I didn't have any money for no camera. So I was still trying to figure out how to do it. And once I think I did a couple videos, and then I was like, man, you know what? I think I can actually do this. Let me go ahead and try it out. And then I started kind of using what I did with the basketball with the wrestling. Didn't do those intros or nothing like that, but I started telling, giving my insight of how wrestling is, and I wanted to do it in a sports way, like break down the wrestling as in sport, because it is considered a sport. So instead of like talking about more so like the story of what's going on in wrestling, let me talk about how good this wrestler actually is, or how good they're not is, or then you can continue on with the story as well. So that's how I kind of got into that. But then I started seeing other people like Santi. I never watched none of his channel. I never subscribed to his channel. But Santi, I watched Santi. Seen like clips of him. I seen clips of Wheezy Blonde and Con Man. Those are the three people I seen. And I was like, okay, I think I can do that. But I'm like, how are they doing? So then I did go into a stream. I'm like, they're not showing the screen though. I was like, but when they do their videos, they showing the screen. I'm like, I don't know how they did that. So I ended up doing something totally different in 2024. I started streaming right after I showed, like I told you, I showed the screen. I found a way to get a camera. I bought a mic, and I bought some headphones. So I figured out, okay, let me go ahead and start this thing. It was a SmackDown. I don't remember what SmackDown it was. That's when one of my first streams I did. I had 5 people in there, and I cannot remember their names, but one of them worked at FedEx like I do now. He still works there, I think, but
That was still 20, and that's still 23, right? That was still like back
24.
in like
It's 24 now. It's 24.
24.
24. Yeah, it's
Okay.
24. This was this SmackDown was LA Knight. I remember the SmackDown. LA Knight was Logan Paul pool, if you remember that.
Oh, word.
So
Okay, okay.
I clipped that part. I actually, because I thought it was a good clip. And then when I clipped it and sent it to my phone via live stream, it had an echo in it. And I had told them in the chat, hey bro, why y'all ain't telling me it was an echo the whole time? This stream has been going on for an hour and a half. I've had an echo for an hour and a half. And they ain't say nothing. I said, hey man, why y'all ain't talking
Really?
about this echo? They said, hey man,
Really?
we
Okay.
like the content. We like the content. I like, but you got to tell me that though. If it's echo, and you got to at least tell me, hey Cam, it's echo. They like, we really like the content right now though. Like, I'm bad about that, but we like what you got going on. Again, it's 5 people in there. Okay, 5 people. All right. So then I said, okay, well, I already did the reaction, but I'm gonna have to redo it now that I fixed the audio. Is that cool? They be like, yeah, cool. So then we was on commercial. I ended up going back to clip it. So then I posted on YouTube. That video ended up getting like 10,000 views. And I was like, okay, I think I got some here. All right. So then the next night, our stream was Monday. That's when I ended up. I told you I only had 5 people. That next night, I think I ended up having about 200 people in on that Monday. I said, "Oh snap! Hold on, I might have something here."
And
So
this
then,
is like, and this is like over no promotion, no nothing, just
oh
you
yeah,
being consistent,
just
just being
yeah, just being consistent. I'm not telling nobody what I'm doing. I'm just streaming. So Mondays, sometime Tuesdays, because I mean, obviously, I don't. It's not a lot of people. It's some people that still follow me, like O'Shea, Haley. She does her own streaming now. It's some other people that can contest to this, but Tuesday nights was NXT. I did a little bit of AEW, but AEW, I wasn't really watching it like that. But I was telling them, "Hey man, y'all need to check out AEW." This was in 2024. I'm like, "Hey bro, y'all need to check out AEW." It's people telling me like, "Nah, I don't know about that." I'm like, "Hey, I'm telling y'all, bro. They got some good stuff in there." But I really wasn't all the way in with AEW for real. But I could see some good stuff going on.
Same
Then
here, same here.
yeah, and then SmackDown. SmackDown was lit back then in 2024. What we talking about? Monday Night Raw, NXT. This is when we got 2024. Jada Parker was still there. Lola, Kalani, like most of the people that's still there though. And they was kind of more so, it's more so guys watching NXT. Obviously, you know why they're watching NXT. It was more so the
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. The wrestling got better later on, but it's more so about the women. And then like it got to a point where WWE and TikTok started banning me. Yeah. So from that March, I guess, all the way towards War Games, I was streaming every week, Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Those were the days. Like I said, sometime Wednesday.
Mm.
But I got banned a couple times on Wednesday, AEW. So I stopped doing that. And then, but yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. It got very consistent. I actually called it Club Lou. This was actually my first TikTok channel. So the TikTok channel I got now, that's actually my second channel. The first channel is what I'm telling you about now that I was just streaming most of them for. The most people I had on the stream was about 4,000.
4,000 across all platforms.
No, I'm just on TikTok.
Okay,
And that stream was when the YS6 first came out.
okay.
First debuted it. Yeah, first debuted it. That was a crazy stream. I was probably getting like between on a Raw, because that's when Raw was actually doing good. Like Raw, I can't tell you about Raw now, but Raw was actually doing good around 2024. That I was getting about close to about 100, 200 new people almost every Raw. SmackDown, you might get like 25, 50. NXT, maybe like 5 to 10, because a lot of people don't watch NXT. But it got to a point where I got too hot. I got too hot, and it was one pay-per-view. This was my last stream I did on there. It was a pay-per-view. Right before the pay-per-view even started, BJ. I had 500 people in there. I only been streaming for 2 minutes. They
500.
kicked me out. Yeah, I already had like 500 people already in there. It was only about 2 minutes of streaming, and they kicked me out. And I said, that's my last time I'm streaming because I'm too hot. Like every time I stream, it's too many people in here, and obviously they don't want me to do it. But again, I was showing the screen, but it's like I was trying to do something different, and I'm trying to get more of a platform going so people can understand what I'm doing. So when I
Mm-hmm.
get to the point that I need or want to go to, and I have a backing, right? But
Mm-hmm.
obviously, I felt like Trump ended up going into office. That's when Trump got back into office, actually, 2024. That's
Mm-hmm.
when TikTok kind of changed. So once they changed, that's when TikTok changed. Remember, TikTok closed down and it ended up opening back up.
Yep.
So after that, everything changed for real. But it was a great time. I'm not gonna lie. 2024 is probably one of my favorite times of trying to start everything, and from learning how to stream and learning from that journey all the way there, and learning how to grow a fan base, learning how to be consistent. That's how I was able to do what I'm doing now. Like I was like, man, I'm learning a lot, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Every time I pressed that live button, I didn't know how many people was gonna come in that stream. when you type in live or click live and you sit down and the show hasn't even started and you see people just lining up, what's 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 up, hey, Cam, it's time, stuff like that's like, I done built something right here. That feel good. Okay, I done built something here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Because
And,
I thought it was gonna be easy though, BJ. I'm sorry, I'm being too long, but I thought it was gonna be easy to do this. I'm like, I'm showing the screen. That'd be easy. No, even if you showing a screen, it's still hard work. It was still hard work putting it in, bro. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And Cam, I'm gonna give you a compliment here, bro. Like, what I like about you, man, is that you're not the typical wrestling content creator. Don't take this the wrong way, bro. You're not the typical wrestling content creator. And what I like
Yeah.
about you is you don't make it so analytical, and your approach is very, how can I put this? You approach it like I do at the barbershop. That's just talking to a regular person versus somebody like myself where I can do that approach, but my approach is more so based around like the sports based sort of style of like I like knowing about the moves. I like talking about different things like that. But what I like about you is, man, that your approach is very, very sport. It's very, very barbershop. I'm gonna sit in the barbershop chair, sit in the barber's chair, get my hair twisted or my hair cut, and I'm listening to Cam, like because he's the type of because you're the type of person who can reach somebody that would normally not listen to the rest of the podcast. And that's what I really like about you is that like your approach is more so the barbershop based type of style like that.
That's what you saying. Appreciate it. Yeah. Laid back, smooth, just you can kick back. It's comfortable. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so how did you come up with that approach to your content like that? Because I think that a lot of people don't have that unique skill of being able to be relatable in
Yeah.
any sort of content. And how did you find that relatability for just doing your content in general?
I think that just might be something I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that's something I do. I think that's just me. I'm be honest with you. Yeah, I think that's just me. That's just how I am. I'm like that at work. Like I'm like that with my kids and my wife. My wife tell me I'm too nice. So, I don't think that's like something I try to do on purpose. I think that's just how I am. Like I'm a very positive person. I'm very honest. I keep it real. I'm not one of them people that like I'm one of the realest people. Nah, I just keep it real. Like, but hey, if it's a joke with it, it's a joke with it. Like they be like, man, Cam, you funny. I'm like, nah, I'm not funny. I'm just real. So if it comes off as funny, that's just how it is. That's how you take it. That's cool. But I'm just a real genuine person, man. Like I'm one of them people that's old school. I see a woman coming to the door, I'm holding the door. I see somebody struggling, I'm gonna come help them. And so that just kind of it's kind of just flows with the content, like I don't really go for stuff that's like, I gotta post stuff for clicks. Cause I feel like if a video is good, it's gonna get clicks regardless. So you really don't have to worry about the
Right.
clickbaiting like that. Like the video gonna tell you itself. Like you can do a clickbait video, but if it don't reach nothing, then it doesn't really matter. It depends on how good the video is, what the quality is, what are you talking about, how long it is. Like that's why like when it comes to this like content creation, it's very difficult to do this. But the easiest thing for me, I think is free and also this can't hurt you. You know, you can continue to post and man, that video was not good. You can delete it. All right, do it again. Try it again. Like it's not like one of them things where you sit, like for instance, what we talking about going to school. You take that test and you get that F, kind of deflating a little bit. I studied for this test. I got an F. I got a D. I thought I was gonna get at least an A. You go out there and post a video. It's not more so a grade, but you see a 200, 300 views. You like, I thought this video was gonna be doing all right. They ain't do too good. Okay, that's cool. Sometimes you can leave it up there too. Now you can go back into that video, look at it, see what you're saying. Okay. You can probably look in the comments. Okay, then you can go into the analytics of it too and be like, okay, this is how long somebody watched it. And it's so much stuff I didn't send you too. AI can tell you how long your video should be, how long the drop off is, what takes so long for people to look into your video. It's so much stuff you can look into that this is kind of like school though, BJ. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of like school.
Yeah, it
It's
really is.
giving you more information though. It's giving you more information because it's like if even when you're succeeding, it tells you this is what you succeeded in. Continue to keep doing this. I like that. And
Yeah.
that's what makes us better as content creators. I do.
Yeah, man. So, can we talk a little bit about your faith, man? So,
Oh yeah.
you have a strong faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, bro. So, like, what has your faith looked like over the course of your life? And how important is your faith? God, I know you always shout out the Lord in your videos, but
Every day.
how big and how instrumental is your faith in your life, man?
It's everything, bro. It's every day. I'm not one of them people gonna tell you get in your Bible because I don't. That would not be good. That would not be good for me to tell you to get in your Bible because I don't. But I do know there's some good stuff in there from what people tell me. But I can tell you what's going on in real life when I go out there outside, when I wake up in the morning. That's the best feeling right there because he didn't have to do that. That's number one. So I know a lot of people be upset about, man, I got to go to work, man. I don't want to go do this, man. Hey, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to wake you up this morning. He didn't have to. So the fact that he woke you up, you shouldn't be saying, man, I don't want to go do nothing. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Well, he could have just said, you know what, not today. He could have told you that. And you wouldn't have
Really?
no answers or you would have no power to stop him from doing it. So
Exactly.
if he's giving you an opportunity, if he's giving you a chance, it's only now up to you to do the same thing for him. Again, he died for you, for your sin. So it's only right when
Exactly.
he wakes you up that morning. Thank you, God. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for giving me another opportunity. Let's make this day great that you have made, and let's rejoice and be glad in it. I say that every morning, and I continue to tell the prayers that I have for the people. Like I say, hey, continue to watch over BJ's content. Let's continue to keep progressing, moving forward, because I know he has something. You have something in him for him on the horizon. I say the same thing about E, Pat, Chris. I say it in name. So again, when somebody comes up to me and I'm like, man, how you doing? Man, I ain't doing too good. What's going on? Oh man, my back hurting. I'm supposed to be going to this doctor's visit. I'm not sure where I was going. Okay, I'll make sure I pray for you. I'm not one of them people that tell you that just to make you feel good. I am going to actually put that in my prayer. Hey,
Yeah.
BJ told me his back was hurting. Make sure you watch out for him. He's got a doctor's appointment coming up. Hopefully everything's good. Hopefully nothing's crazy. Hopefully you're able to cover him and protect him as he's going to his doctor's visit. And they give him great news. And after that great news, you are able to heal him and get him the right restoration to get back to what he was doing.
Yes.
I'm that type of person. Every morning. Now I ain't gonna say every morning. Now Saturday mornings, I'm a little rough there. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm trying to go back to sleep. I'm trying to go back to sleep. I'm not ready. I do say thank you, waking me up this morning, God. I will give you a better prayer after my nap. Right now, I'm trying to make sure I can make it to work safely. Just make sure you can do that.
Yeah.
But every day I'm talking to him. I tell other people, hey, they was like, I had talked to actually, bro. I'm gonna end it with this. So I try not to be long, but I like the questions you asked me. I literally talked to a stranger on Friday. I called her number by mistake. Not really by mistake. Her number was on the paper. I was looking for a customer address,
Mhm.
and I just told. I said, we talked for like 40 minutes, bro. Like, don't know her. She lives in a different city, state. I asked her, I said, you talk to God? She said, no, I pray. I said, I need you to talk to him though. Like, so I actually go to church. She was like, no. I said, that's cool. That's understandable. Some people, I understand churches. I do understand churches. Some people don't want to go to church. That's understandable. But she was like, I am close to him. I said, I need you to talk to him though. If you talk to him, your day will be better. I promise you. You talk to God, he listens. It's not a lot of people that listen. That's one person I know for sure that listens. And that's, yeah, trust me, I've been through a lot. Well, I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
I don't have my parents are gone. My granddaddy's gone. The only people that's here is my auntie, my stepdad. I got a stepmom as well, but the communication isn't the best. And then my grandma, but it's mostly just me and my wife and my two kids. So we really don't have a lot of help. But man, God puts us through it. We're not making a lot of money, but you know what? I still wake up. I walk around smiling because I know eventually it's gonna pay off. And God gonna lead us way. And as soon as it happens, I'm gonna make sure I give him the grace, make sure I give him all the glory, all the praise, because again, I won't be able to do this without him. So every day, BJ.
Every day, man. Listen, over here on the indie spotlight, man, we always talk about faith. We're not gonna ever shy away from. I'm not ashamed of my relationship with the Lord Jesus. If you know anything about me, man, I started walking with the Lord at the age of 14. So this walk for me has not always been easy. It's been some hurdles around the journey. And then when I started doing content creation and like learning how to use my gifts in a proper manner, in a glorifying manner that would please God, it it took a minute for me to learn how to use my gift to help others. And that's what, for me, like using this wrestling content and doing it in the spotlight for me is like, in a way, I feel like I'm blessing other people and helping other people to shine, to help other people's light to shine in some other way, man. So like I'm always looking at it from a way of like, if I can help somebody to see the Lord in me or in or through somebody else's story or through a story that I tell or through a story that whoever I bring on my platform tells, I've done the work that the Lord has asked me to do. So that's the thing for me. I'm very big on faith, man. So I thank you for even talking about that, bro.
Oh
Like
yeah.
for real. Yeah. So what would what made you start want to do the No Pop podcast? Because as I was doing my research on you, brother, I saw that you guys did your first episode last year, I believe so, or a year ago.
Yeah, about
You know what I
last.
saw,
Yeah, yeah.
and how did you first of all how did you find Brokage, or how did Brokage find you, and then how did you guys start the pod?
Um, I was doing that's when I was doing the Club Blue. He was a part of that too. He was one of the viewers in there. Um, I can't remember exactly what happened, but we always just, back and forth. Like I talked to virtually, I did talk to some of the people because they'll ask me, man, Cam, when are you going live? Or I got a video to send you. One dude, he sent me some candy I did on live, and I ate the candy on live. So I had a good like interaction with people um watching me on stream, and Pat was one of the people. But it was supposed to be just me and Haley. Haley, again, she does her lives on TikTok too. So shout out to Haley. She was one of the people that was actually a mod on my channel on the
Mm,
stream. Very lovely person. I love everything about her. She been through a lot as well. We've had conversations. She has kids, but she's found a way to do other things because she wanted to do lives too. So me and her used to do lives last year. Yeah, around early last year, and I would do it when I got off, or I'll be on my break and just trying to figure stuff out. And it was starting to work a little bit, but then like things would happen, and we just wasn't consistent. But then Pat wanted to join for one episode. I had asked Pat to join for one episode, but
mhm,
it didn't work out. So then me and Pat did a couple episodes on OBS, not OBS, Discord, and we posted that. We had our own channel on YouTube, but a little bit more inconsistent as well. And then we were just trying to figure out how to trying to figure out how to stay consistent with it. So just probably this recent year, we've been the most consistent with it. We almost at 100 episodes. So it's more so been about Pat being more consistent with me, because I can do it. Like, I can't answer for nobody else. I can really do the podcast, but I don't want to do a podcast by myself. I already do enough by myself, and I wanted to bring somebody else along. So that's why I asked for Haley, but it didn't work out, which is fine. But then, getting Pat, that's a great co-host, bro. Like, he's done a lot of consistent work now. Like, I can't really tell you what he was doing before, because he was doing the anime and stuff like that, but I can see, like, he really likes doing that. He likes to talk, because sometimes if you ever watch the show, I don't say anything, because it's like it's first of all, it's already on my channel, so I'm already talking enough throughout the whole week, because I do post a lot of content. But during that time, you don't see a lot of Pat. So if somebody, for instance, watching the podcast, they're watching it because they see me, but they see Pat, they be like, man, I like what Pat's saying. Let me find out what he got going on. Or for instance, if we have you on here, or we have E on here, we have somebody else on here, I'm gonna make sure, hey, I know this is our show. Make sure you check out BJ. Make sure you check out E, because hey, this is the podcast, and other than that, but it's not really about me. Yeah, my name on it, but he came up with the name. So yeah, yeah. I'm gonna make sure he talks a lot for sure. He actually came up with the name.
So
And
how did he come up? Okay, so
mhm,
how did y'all come up with the name No Pop? Because I know that since Pat came up with the name,
mhm.
how did he come up with that name with No Pop?
We wanted to do something a little different. Somebody got like um everybody got stuff like rope, like fourth, like third rope or turnbuckle. Um there's some other stuff that was like similar to those, like words, like how you got wrestling, you got with an R, that's different. But everybody got something with that. So we was like, what would be different? And then when he said no pop, I was like, I think that works, because who are we? If we stepped out right now to a wrestling ring, we would actually get no pop. So I said, you know what? That works.
Oh, so it was a playoff of like who knows us. So okay, okay.
Yeah. So I said, you know what? That worked. That works. So it wasn't always no pop bros. Like, it's just us two now, but it was supposed to be no pop podcast. Haley said she was actually fine with the name as well, but um yeah. So that's why it's like it's really no pop podcast, but we just say no pop bros because it's us two. So yeah.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go follow them too, man. They're doing great work. Like I said, they do more of a barbershop sort of style when it comes to the way they approach the wrestling content, and that's what I like about the No Pop podcast is that they do a more of a barbershop style, and they're having a conversation with the viewer, and they don't treat you like they don't treat you like a dummy when you go over there.
Yeah.
Like every type of wrestling fan is welcome, whether you're WWE, whether you're AEW, whether you're House of Glory, whatever company you like, they're not gonna talk down to you because you're like a different brand. But if you do come in there with some foolishness, just be prepared to be met with the smoke.
Yeah,
I will say that. I
especially
will
Pat.
say that. Yeah.
I'm more laid back. And also to answer your question about the pop, shout out to Shannon Sharp and Ocho, because that's more so what me and Pat do. So Shannon and Ocho, Nightcap, they do recap now. Joe Johnson on there now, but they do recaps and reactions to football. They do basketball too, but most of their channel is about football. So I showed Pat a couple videos, and I said that's kind of how I want us to do. Like, we can have our disagreements. That's fine with me. I wanted to be real as possible, Like if we have disagreements, we have disagreements on the show. But more so just let's do like reactions because no one is really doing like reactions all the time. Like it's more so, let's see, you might get somebody to do a Raw, or it's more like, you know how it is, BJ. It's divided. So it's a lot of people doing WWE or some people doing AEW. I said, Pat, we can do, the lane is open to do WWE, NXT, AEW. We can talk a little bit about TNA, but Pat's like, I don't watch TNA. I said, that's cool. I don't watch it like that either. But if stuff happens in the TNA world, stuff happens in HOG, like you said, MLW, if things happen in the world of wrestling that social media wise, we can talk about that as well. We talk about sport, more sports like NBA, because other people come in and say other comments too. So like you said, it's kind of more of like an open discussion. So that's where it got it from, Shannon and Ocho. So shout out to them.
Okay, dope. It's like how with me, like I got a lot of the structures you see for my show, guys, comes from a place called PWF Empire. Go look them up on YouTube. They're a very old channel. They stopped doing streams now, but they were doing streams when I was like in the 7th and 8th grade, and they were literally just like doing shows that were very like the analysis of the different matches and things of that nature. The way I do Future Shock is a lot of it is borrowed from PWF Empire, a little bit from Exclusive Dice, and a little bit from No Pop. So like I even throw a little bit of Heals for Life in there as well with some of the comedy stuff. But like I I I really enjoy certain styles of how certain content creators do their stuff. So I use certain people's um different cadences or whatever, how certain things are structured. I use all that type of stuff because like if your imitation is the best form of flattery. So like you always try to like define something about that podcast or that person that you enjoy, and you use it on your platform and and turn it into the best and use it and make it the best you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So man, let me ask you this. So Pop Mania, what inspired you to start that game? Because I when you started doing the blind rankings and everything, I was like, every single episode, I would listen to the No Pop podcast, and I would hear you doing these blind rankings, and I would be like, oh, he's doing something different, and I was like, all right, let me see what Cam got going on here, and you kept on doing them every single episode. I started noticing the pattern with that, with these icebreakers with that. So, was the concept created through the blind ranking, or was it just like, oh, I got something now, I can use it to make it into a profitable, even though it's free to play, it made it into an actual, potentially it's going to be viral one day, video game for the wrestling community. So like, how did that actually start out for you?
Um, a little bit further back. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you as much because again, me and my cousin and two other guys, Lamar and Rusty. I don't know when we're gonna have that discussion, but I guess we will. Um, I told E this already, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this now. So for anybody watching, if they want to look it up, to fact check me, you can. So this all began around 2018. Yeah, 2018. Um, Me and my cousin had a passion for creating a video game, and that
Hmm.
said video game is college football. Um, College football was a near dear game to our heart. The last one they had made was NCAA 14. So me and my cousin ended up doing something that we feel like we could do, and we ended up actually starting off pretty good, but we just ran into the wrong people. And if you look it up on Google, it's called IMV Gaming. My name is on there somewhere. My cousin name is on there. And again, we will tell the story whenever I guess that pops up. It maybe it won't because the game's already back. The game's back now. But I will say with our creation, with our mind, with our innovative thoughts, we are. I'm not gonna say we are the sole reason, but we are one of the reasons why that game is back. So, what me saying that is that like I was already kind of on that role of creating in my mind like what I could do different. So after that, I ended up having to find a different avenue because I was actually in Texas around that time. So um, moving away from the city that I'm in now, which is Mobile, Alabama, going to Texas for about 6 months, pretty much changed my life. I ended up losing some weight, and I came back and changed up a lot of stuff. Ended up, going in and out of jobs, trying to just find stuff. And I'm at the point where I'm at now, where I'm happy. I was with another person, you know. Thank God I'm not with that person. Well, nothing against them, but thank God I'm not that person. You gotta be very careful who you have kids with and who you marry. Just say that. So I picked the right person. I'll tell you that. And then I got to a point where I just got comfortable. So like now, when you talking about going back to the game, um, I was just doing that just to be honest, the blind rank, because I was just doing that to do something different. Because Friday night SmackDown, man, it's nothing to Fridays is tough to talk about. Friday, that
Yeah,
show is
yeah,
tough on Fridays because there not a lot of people watching TNA, so it's kind of hard to do a review on that. We already do a show on Thursday where we do a review on AEW and NXT. So it's kind of difficult to, man, what can we talk about SmackDown? Me and Pat don't really watch SmackDown like that.
right.
But we can do a preview, but then it's like, what else is left after that? Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of other spaces, again, we're going back to how my wife first told me to do content creating on wrestling. It's so many people doing this. What can you do to be different? So I was like, let's do some blind rankings because I had started watching people do videos on that, and I was like, wrestling blind ranking might not be bad. That might not be bad. So that's when I started doing that. But then on a Wednesday, I was working and I was at we was at Flowerwood. Flowerwood is a place where you have to wait for them to they put up flowers and you have to wait for them to put them in boxes and then they put it in your truck. And then you just sit there all day. So one Wednesday I was sitting there and the inspiration came from Pop Mania is 82 and 0. I don't know if you ever played 82 and 0. 82 and 0 is a basketball game created. I don't know who is created by, but I ended up playing that for like the whole time I was there at Flowerwood. And I was like, man, what if you can make a wrestling game like this? I don't know what you could do, but what could you do to make a wrestling game like that? So then I cannot remember that dude's name, but he's very popular in the wrestling space. He does fourth rope announcing, but he ended up making a game called Build Your Pay-Per-View. And I ended up posting it on my channel, and I was like, okay, so he was able to do that. So I was like, well, at least somebody was able to do it. I said, I guess I won't be able to do it. Then I talked to my cousin, the same one that we ended up doing the gaming company with. And I said, man, is there any way you think I can find a way to do this? And he was like, yeah, it is. And I was like, how? Please tell me how to do this. And then he told me, and I was like, okay, but then like he was busy. So I was telling him my ideas, and then I had to wait on him to do it. Not saying that I was impatient, but obviously he's busy. Like he's doing me a favor. So I
You
was
wanted to
like,
be
man,
you were being persistent. You were being
yeah,
persistent.
yeah. So I'm like, man, how can I get it for me? And he told me. I was like, all right, cool. So ever since then, I ran it, and it came from just being, I think it was one game on there, which was Build Your Goat. He put a game on there, which was higher or lower. I think right now it's probably like 10 games on there, maybe 10 games on there. Um, you gotta pick them where you can, pick your every pay per view I put on there. You can pick, and I try, like I said, I wanted to make it free to play because and that was another way I wanted to do. I wanted to make it look like wanted to make it look like prize picks a little bit, but obviously you're not putting your own money in there because I know how that can be. So I didn't want to do that. But I wanted to make it free to play and something different for people to play. And obviously I don't push it like I should, but eventually it'll get there. but it's really like some good games on there. Like it's some games I still haven't played on there. Like it's a GM mode on there, BJ. I don't know if you've seen that. It's a GM mode just like it is on WWE 2K. I got a GM mode like that, just like that. Also have a my career mode on there where you can edit your attributes, and then you can go into it and see how your career is throughout the time you're actually being a wrestler. Obviously, you're not playing it, but it's like a simulation. So if people like simulation, that's what it is. And I actually just added a new game on there today. I'm always adding something on there. So yeah, that's just a little bit of creation from my mind, but a little bit fun if people like to play simulation stuff. So a lot of inspirations come from that. I had to bring it all the way back to let you know what was going on. But yeah, a lot of inspirations
Hmm.
from that.
You know, Cam, you're very talented, brother. I'm gonna tell you that now. Like that's dope. Like the fact that you were able to create a concept for a video game and then to later on come up with a very popular game in our community that I believe one day, and I'm gonna literally say this right now on the stream. Pop Mania will be one of the biggest wrestling games on the internet at some point.
Hey,
So, cause I got enough faith in my team. Cause there are three that I have told Eric on numerous occasions, like between the three of us, there's gonna be it only takes but one of us to blow up, bro.
oh yeah,
It takes but one, the one, and then the one is gonna tell everybody else about the other two,
yep, for sure.
and we just need that one person to get that exposure, bro. And if it's me, if it's you, if it's E, I know for sure we gonna make sure that, oh, okay, this person's gonna be working in this spot. We gonna have Cam doing this. We gonna have BJ doing this. Like we gonna be put on either way because
Mm.
we gonna help each other out. We
Oh
gonna
yeah,
help Brokage out too, obviously.
yeah.
But like what I love about our camaraderie is the brotherhood that we seem that we have. Like, cause you don't find that in black content creation like that.
Nah,
So like, I think what we have honestly is special, bro. And if we continue to be consistent with it, we'll go far. Like, we'll go real far with that, bro.
absolutely.
Like, yeah. So I want to get into some fun, man.
Okay.
So what would you consider? Let's see here. What would you consider to be the best WrestleMania moment of all, or your favorite WrestleMania moment of all time?
Probably Roman being Cody.
Okay,
Uh,
okay,
might be a
okay.
little bit biased there. But honestly, because that match was when you're talking about WWE recent, that was the most unpredictable match. Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
myself included, had Cody Rhodes winning that match. And the fact that how they the story from Cody pretty much beating everybody and winning a Royal Rumble. It looked like Cody was about to end up beating, and they put a wool over our eyes, bro. And they had Roman win that match because Solo came in and gave him that spike. After the like it's just obviously it was in Hollywood too, so it was written so well, man. Cody hit that crossroads. Cody
Yes.
in, and then he do that step back over there to the corner, and you're not even paying attention. And Solo come out of nowhere, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
he about to win. Roman actually about to win this match, and I'm like,
Yep.
no one had him winning. I'm sitting there like, I kind of just was like, set in my mind that okay, Roman's had the title for a minute. That's understandable. They want to give Cody this shot, cool. And for the fact that you see him hold that title up, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was crazy right there, bro. I like WWE is on fire. That was good right there. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my
I feel. I feel you, man. My favorite WrestleMania moment would have to be it would have to go. I would go back to WrestleMania 23.
right.
Um, Undertaker versus Batista, one of my favorite matches of all time. That Undertaker's dive to the outside was one of my favorite just moments of just seeing that and being like, this dude is not human whatsoever. The Undertaker was doing stuff that like no other person was really doing like that. Like, cause you gotta think about it. Undertaker was what in his 40s and doing crazy moves like that. So
Yeah.
it was just like, so for me, like seeing that happen, and then maybe um uh, the next year WrestleMania 24 when Orton, Cena, and Triple H had that triple threat,
Oh yeah.
and Orton won the title. Orton regained the title, retained the title rather, and he just kind of ended the night with the heel winning. Like that was one of my favorite moments. Like going back and rewatching that and realizing, yeah, like this was a story where the face did not have to win the battle. Like, and it told the whole story to the rest of the year because Triple H and win the title later on in the year. So like it was those stories like that. You can't buy stuff like that. You really can't buy moments like that at all. Um, so man, if you could build your own personal Mount Rushmore, who would be on it and why?
Wrestling.
Yes, just wrestling, and it doesn't have to be a current. Like you can okay. I'm pulling
Mhm.
this.
You good?
Somebody from the past,
Go.
somebody from the present, and then somebody who you see like doing it well, like doing real great in the future. Put it like that.
Can I? It gotta be four. I gotta put somebody else on there.
Mhm. You can like pick like one person from the past, one person from the present, another person from like your favorite. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
And then the future. Present.
It doesn't have to be WWE either.
Yeah, let's go past. I'm gonna go with Jeff Jarrett. That might be recency bias too, but
Okay,
the fact that he was able to do what he was able to do, going through the trials of the yeses and nos, like that's just that's in general, like how it works now. Like um just you when you doing anything, like people telling you yes, people telling you no. Um That's in like that's just how it works now. Everybody's always telling you you always looking for that one yes. Then when you found the one yes, he end up finding the no. So the consistency and the fact that something he created is still going, even though he's not a big part of it, he's still going and he's still doing his own thing. So I'm gonna give Jared the pass, um, because of his creation, his mind, his innovative mind. Because again, that's hard to do to make a whole wrestling company and it's still going. Yeah, a lot of people can't say that. So, Jeff Jarrett in the present, man, we say Roman because
okay.
Roman kind of got a lot of people back into wrestling. A lot of people can say what they want to say now, but back then when like even I mean I've been liking Roman since the Shield, so that's off the rip. Like I like Seth, I like Dean, but Roman was always one of those guys that I liked. He was different. Um, Yeah, he was different. I didn't even care about him being The Rock's cousin. I was like, okay, but I just seen something different in him. And obviously, around COVID, after COVID, he came back. He changed his whole game up, and end up having all those really good matches. And he pretty much turned WWE upside down when he came back. So just off that run alone, put him up there for me. But yeah, I put Roman up there. Um, I'm definitely gonna put I would, I would put both of them up there, but you said I gotta have another, so we'll put Stone Cold up there as like a special. I would do The Rock, but I already got Roman up there. We ain't gonna put too many Samoans up there. We'll put Stone Cold up there. He changed the game too. I mean, just glass shattering, coming out. Just he was the certain guy that you see him and you like, man, he get to do all this at work and still come to his job with no problem.
Exactly.
He beat up his balls. He running over stuff. He talking how crazy when he's drinking beer. Now I'm not a beer drinker, but I'm like, he gets to do whatever he wants, and he still gets to come back to work. That's a
And
perfect
then
job.
this man rolled on Zamboni to the
Oh yeah.
ring.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's crazy. So like who's your fourth person for the future?
For the future, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's got to be Kevin. Like I would say Oba. Oba's my guy though. I like Oba. I like Javon. I like Trick. But I'm gonna say Kevin, and that's probably recent too because I just met him. But Kevin is a very genuine person. He's very intellectual too. Like I think a lot of people don't pay enough attention because he's playing a character. But if you actually like watch his videos and then I met him, bro is book smart, might be street smart as well, but he's got a certain stature when he comes. He presents black excellence. Kevin Knight presents black excellence. Like when you meet, if you've ever met him, you'd be like, okay, because like first thing he did was like, hey man, what's your name? I'm like, okay, he got like an old soul. I'm like, "Damn," and I told him my name and everything. We chopped it up, but the fact that he was being honest with me and he was just chilling too. He wasn't there to wrestle. He was there to see Sade. But I like what he has going on. Obviously, he's a TNT champion right now. He's under 30. The most title defenses in TNT history for that belt. Um, and again, he's black, bro. I gotta give somebody some love on that Mount Rushmore when it comes to that. So yeah, it's definitely Kevin Knight. Shout out to that brother.
Okay, dope. Like so you did have an interaction with Kevin. So
Mm.
like what was that like, man, to meet him? I know you said like he was real approachable and you were blown away by that, but like what was that like, man, to be around somebody who arguably is one of the biggest stars in the world and you got a chance to kind of like meet him and he didn't big time you in any sort of way. So like what was that like?
It was kind of out of nowhere. We went to a fourth rope event in New Orleans. Um, I really went there to go see Zilla, and I've been watching fourth rope for a little minute. So shout out to West Side Gun and his promotion, and we got some good people over there, and it was some good wrestling going on. But I wanted to see Zilla in person, um, and I know a lot of people love Zilla. So I was able to see a lot of like the Hurt Syndicate was there, Kuro was there, Mara Sade, she wrestled, Maya World was there. So I wasn't able really to see, I wasn't there to meet anybody. I was just sitting there by my wife, standing because I was getting some content. But then like Leo Rush was there too. And my wife said something. She thought Enzo was there. So that's what made me come over there. And she was like, Enzo over there, but it was somebody else. And then Sade was behind me. But then somebody else was talking to Kevin. So then I turned and looked and I was like, oh, that's Kevin Knight. So I walked up to him and I was just like, man, I ain't trying to interrupt you, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, I got to show you some love. Hey, I love your work and everything like that. So I said, I ain't trying to. He's like, nah, bro, you good. Come on. And then, so he dapped it up, told him, like, say, he shook my hand. What's your name? Told him. Now, in that moment, a lot of people would have probably told him exactly what, like, and what I do. I probably, a lot of people would have been like, oh, yeah, man, I'm a content creator. I was like, I didn't
You
want to
didn't
do
want to come
that.
on that type of you didn't want to come on that
I
type
didn't
of
want to do it.
energy.
Yeah, first of all, he's not working. Second of all, this kind of just happened. So I really wasn't prepared for that either. It's just like what I'm saying. I just seen him. So I'm like, he right there standing by himself. So let me just do a quick little, hey man, I appreciate everything you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. So we ended up talking for like 5 minutes. And I would think it was like 5 minutes. It wasn't that long, but Sade came over there and I told her, I said, man, I like what you're doing. I made him laugh a little bit. I was like, yeah, we know about Miss Jackson. And obviously it ain't her name no more. But, we know about Miss Jackson. They both started laughing. And just trying to, because I didn't want to make it seem like, man, who this weird dude just come up to me? Like Like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
It just came up to me. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a lot of stuff going on in the community, so people might,
Yeah.
you know,
And he
just
from the south. He from the south, so he used to kind of like he used to like seeing like he's used to seeing guys that like just come up like and they act like they family. So like
oh yeah,
it might have also been that because down here it's a little different. Like we people who you never would even guess know it. Like people who don't even know each other like will dab each other up because they have the same shirt on, so the
oh
same team shirt on and stuff like that. So like I can see why he would approach you and want to talk to you.
yeah. So he was cool, and then I had just said, hey man, before I leave, I said, I'm gonna ask you a question. I said, man, what's up with you and the Don Callis family, bro? What's up with that? He was like, man, like it's politics in the back. So, I can't say too much, but there's politics going on, and you just got to do what you got to do. And I was sitting there like, okay, yeah, I get it. I was like, yeah, bro. I just didn't like what there was. Like, I see, like when I said I see what's going on, but I'm like, yeah, bro. I just feel like it was a good fit. He was just like, yeah. It's just like I said, it's just the politics, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the backstage, so I just got to do what I got to do. And I was like, yeah, for sure, bro. And I was like, man, nice to meet you. And then like I said, man, I'm gonna pay more attention to what's going on in Kevin. Like, obviously,
Yeah,
I see what he talking about. Like, he made that move so he can get to where he was at. Like I was telling E and Ovi and Pat, you think if he was in the Don Callis family, I mean, if he wasn't in the Don Callis family, you think he would have been main event against Kenny Omega?
nah.
So I was like, okay. He was being honest with me. I was like, I ain't know what he was being honest or not, but the fact that I see what he talking about, I said, all right, I got to give him respect for that because
And
he
then
didn't
see,
have to do
but the thing about it is Cam though, like when because you were approachable and you actually came in with some like I'm a you came on some homie type energy. Like
that.
you wasn't on some like I'm a content creator trying to fish for a scoop.
Right.
So like that's probably why he opened up to you the way he did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, cause like I was blown away when you even told when you told me that you taught that he spoke to you. Because sometimes even when wrestlers become iffy about approaching them. You know how it, you've heard the
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah, I
You've heard
know.
the stories.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, like one time I was in my restaurant and I just so happened to walk in. I just happened to be around my restaurant, and lo and behold, I run into Jonathan Gresham. Now I wasn't on no content creator energy, even though yeah, I was doing content. This was a few weeks back. So
Mm,
like I was doing content, obviously, but like I was in my work uniform and I couldn't really go into all of that because I just so happened to be like, hey man, I stopped him real fast. I said, hey, are you Jonathan Gresham? Sorry. He said, yeah. I said, man, I really enjoy your matches and my name is Benjamin. Nice to meet you. Like I made it very quick
yeah.
because I didn't want to be on some like I didn't want to blow up a spot. You know what I'm saying? Because he was with Jordan. So I didn't want to like blow up a spot and doing that type of stuff because I hear a lot about how wrestling fans interact with these wrestlers, and I didn't want to be one of those guys where I mess up the moment, bro.
Yeah. I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, cause it's one of those things where like you don't want to you get in front of somebody and you like if I say the wrong thing, it's gonna end up on the internet, and I don't want to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a few more questions for you, and then we're gonna get up out of here. But so, which current wrestler is having the best year in professional wrestling right now that you can think of? And then the second question I have on top of that is there an underrated wrestler or promotion that you think deserves more attention?
First one. Jesus. Uh Underrated. Oh no, you said who's having the best year, man. One wrestler. Um,
This can be any promotion, any promotion.
I'm gonna go with Willow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why Willow?
Then she went on tag. She won on tag team champions this year, right?
Yeah, she won it. She won it. December the 10th in Atlanta. I was there for that.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was so December. All right, that's okay. So she won that. She won the TBS championship in December 31st. So you won
Yeah.
2 titles in a month, and then you win a Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal. You actually defended the title a lot this year before you entered. I think she had like 7 or 8 title defenses, something like that.
Yeah, she had a whole bunch. Yeah, a gang of title defenses,
Yeah.
boy. Like,
And now she the AEW World Champion. Like, yeah, she putting on for sure. Like as we're approaching that season towards the end of the year, she's definitely
mm,
a first team all pro woman in the no pop award. She's definitely about to be a first teamer off the rip. She might be unanimous after what she's doing. So I'm gonna give it a Willow. I'm gonna give it a Willow.
okay, okay. And what's an underrated wrestler, man, that you think deserves more attention?
Leon Slater. He might
Okay,
not be as he might not be much.
the youngest in
Yeah,
charge. Okay,
he
all
might
right.
not be underrated because I mean a lot of people do know him, but he's on TNA, and TNA is not at it's not as where it should be. Um, but I mean, he's doing it well, man. He was one of the I think second longest reigning X Division champion. He's still in TNA. I feel like he can be the face of TNA with Ricky Sosa, another one of my guys right there. I love Ricky Sosa. Um, but like underrated, it's tough because
Bang, bang.
everybody I know, right? Everybody that was in the indies is now in a big promotion, which is
Yeah,
crazy. That's what's crazy.
yeah.
Everybody's in like Nikki Blackheart, she's in NXT now. Lizzie Rain, she's in NXT. Those are two women that were in they were in indies. But it's another girl though, BJ. I don't know her name.
Mm,
I'm gonna get back with you, but she is in Reality of Wrestling. She was um at Fourth Rope. She faced
mm.
Mara Sade
Was it Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
last chick with
Was her
dread.
last name? Was her last name Friday?
Could be. Could be. I have to I know her face, but I don't know her name. I don't know her name, but
There's
she's short with
another,
dreads.
and see, I know who you're talking about, so I can see her face. Cause like
Got some tattoos. Yeah, she's nice.
cause cause I watch a lot of reality of wrestling's content. That's why I'm thinking about it.
She's short too. Like she she about Alexa
Yeah,
height, maybe a little bit
isn't wait a
maybe a little
minute?
taller.
You talking about the women's champion over there, right? I think I know who you're talking about. I can't place her name to save my life, but I know who you're talking about.
Okay. She might have got a belt now. She didn't have a belt when she went there. But yeah. I'll give you another one. Rio. I know Tim like Rio. Rio and Eve and Fourth Rope. That's another one. Another black.
Oh, Rio, the Rio from you talking about Rio that was the black British girl with the braids. I know
Yes,
you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love her too. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Underrated promotion. I say HOG. They got some good stuff going over there. They got some good stuff over
Yeah.
there. I
And
like them.
speaking of HOG, y'all be on the lookout. We're gonna be doing some content for Cameron and I and Eric. We're gonna do some content on HOG this upcoming when the next couple coming weekend. This upcoming weeks rather. We're gonna be doing some HOG content, man. Because HOG is a really really good independent wrestling company, and we need to push them.
Mm.
Yes, sir. So before we get out of here, man. So, what is your biggest goal for Pop Mania, and what are your goals for the No Pop podcast and your content going forward for the next few years? And then I'm gonna say the final question until the end. But um, But what are your goals for not only for Pop Mania but for No Pop?
For Pop Mania, the goal was to actually do something different for when it comes to, for instance, it's very difficult for people that's coming up, especially of our color, to have brand deals. So that was like more of a thing where Pop Mania can be a sponsor for you. Obviously, I can't. I mean, obviously, I don't have the money to do that, but it's like more of a investment in a sense. Like if you go ahead and invest in Pop Mania, you never know what will happen later down the line. So, like for instance, look at somebody like Kai Cenat. He was just a
Mm-hmm.
streamer, and now look at him. He's got a whole streamer university. You can say whatever you want to say, but no one else is doing that. Kai is one of the biggest content creators out there. And look at a guy like Mr. Beast. He's got Candy. This is something that could possibly be that too. Once you put people on, once you show people something and they be like, yeah, I'm down with it, and they're down with you from the start, like you were saying earlier, let's see what happens later down the line when it's like, okay, like say for instance, um, another sponsor wants to be a part of it now. Now we got like a place like Wingstop wants to be part of Pop Mania. Well, now you got to think about the other people that's already entered with you. Okay, well, since I'm eating, you're eating as well. Like it's not one of those things like it's just me. So you can't do it all by yourself either. Because like I said, Kai, he ain't done it by himself. He's been with AMP. It's a whole bunch of them, all black. So they all got creative minds and they all figure out. But obviously it's Kai, so he's the bigger one out of all of them. But he lets all of them join in what he's doing. It's essentially the same thing. So I think I feel like Pop Mania can be that big, especially with how wrestling is going. But yeah, that's why I asked you to be part of it. Why it's E. Obviously, Pat's around. I want to ask Chris, but Chris he has other people that's around him, so I don't know if that's like a more of a decision. He would have to ask them as well. So I'm a little bit hesitant on that, but I don't mind asking other people. And then like once you get that word spread it out, there's more people gonna be able to get into Pop Mania. So then it's like it's only up from there, and it's just gonna be continue to grow. It's gonna expand. It's gonna get bigger and bigger, and then it's gonna become a part where it's gonna be like, damn, I was a part. I started something like this, and man, look where it's going now. So that's more the goal for that. Uh, And we'll just,
That's
it's all in God's timing. All in God's time.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Like for me, I will say it like this: the reason why I wanted to help you, Cam, is because like I saw and I saw like what the Holy Spirit was doing through you, bro. And I said, you know what, Lord, I want to help this gentleman. And plus, this guy has been super supportive of me, and I wanted to sow a seed back into you and help out with this game, and to be somebody who championed this game and wants people to have fun and do this wrestling thing and be able to have something where they can where they can experience to just learning about how to do their predictions or how to build their goal and things like that. You're like, I wanted people to have fun, and you know, I feel like I honestly felt led to really help you. So like, you know, I don't invest in things that I don't see greatness in. So like, I see a lot of greatness in this game. I see a lot of greatness in you. So I'm I, I'm rooting for you, brother. Just know that I'm rooting for you, bro.
Same here, bro. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Um,
So
you said pop. You said no pop as well
yes, sir.
in
Yes,
my
sir.
content. Uh, that kind of goes into it as well. I mean, Pat's with it, so that's kind of like they go together. The one with no pop. I never would have thought I had a podcast. First of all, I mean, because like that's another thing. Everyone has one of those too. So, um, again, that was more like, man, me to get my brother Pat doing something to keep him consistent because he got his own channel as well. So, um, that's gonna help. And it's already he already starting to do something on his own channel very soon. So that's more so to help him as well. Obviously, we do something together and we doing something different. So man, if it gets to a point where we like one of the best podcasts out there, that'll be grateful. That'll be grateful. But they all kind of just together. Like even my channel a little bit different though. I will say that. Like I do reaction channels. I mean, I do reactions on mine, and obviously, I want to do something different with that too. But I like where I'm going. I found my niche. It's a ton of positive people on YouTube. Ton of positive people on YouTube when it comes to AEW. But wrestling in general, man, I talk to so many people. They comment saying thank you and I appreciate you, or I missed it, and I appreciate you posting it. And the reason why I do it is because the same reason why I was streaming it. A lot of people don't have the money to watch these shows. I'm already kind of like set up to watch Raw and SmackDown, and I'm set up to watch AEW's. Like AEW is so like lenient. They're so cool. I appreciate them because they really don't have to let me do what I do on my channel. They can just easily just be like, nah, bro, we not doing that. So I do appreciate them that for them letting me do what I do. They never told me like, hey, yeah, but like it's a message that they do send when they send the copyright part, not a strike, but like a copyright. So they get paid off the videos I do, but it's more like I'm just doing this to help people out because I've talked to people in the UK. They be like, we can't get AEW out here. There's other Australia, we can't get AEW out here. So, or it's people like I don't have the money to watch AEW, or I don't have the streaming platform to do it. So, what's the easiest way to do it? Go to YouTube. YouTube's free. So, I don't mind posting it for those people that miss out. And I try not to miss a show because I like watching it too. I don't just post this because I want to post. I actually like watching the AEW. So if I could do the same thing for WWE, I would do the same thing. But WWE just does not let you post on here. They are not letting you do that. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's more so. But I do want to do some different stuff. Like I want to do some IRL stuff. Um, Obviously meet people, meet wrestlers. That would be something more content as well. Like for instance, like how Speed does it. That's another motivation. Like he goes around the world and meeting people. I would like to do stuff like that when it comes to wrestling, but there's levels to this. You got to get to a certain point
Mhm.
to get there. So
I wanna get to a point where we can do one big Future Shock No Pop live show,
oh, in person.
and yeah, that's what I really would love to do. So I can have all of us do that, or do like a watch party somewhere. Like you live in Alabama, I can come down to Alabama. Like you come down here, I can go over there, and we could hit like invite a small group of people and be like, hey, we're like, hey, for this amount of money, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like an all-in watch party or like a WrestleMania watch party, things like that. Just to like for like people who have really supported the content.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do something like that where like people would be like, oh wow, I was able to interact with my favorite content creator and realize that they're a regular person and they're just a regular fan like me, and they wanted to interact. They wanted to have the engagement. They wanted and like obviously we wouldn't charge no big price. It would just be like, hey, just bring this, like just bring a small amount just bring a small amount for your ticket, and then the rest of it you gotta pay for your own food and stuff. Like
Right.
I would want to do something like that. Like just like with all the voices, just so we can have that live show type of experience, and then plus we can do like a little meet and greet with everybody, and not like having extra charge or anything. Just I want to have this type of feel where we can just kind of walk around and talk to people,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I don't like it when companies make you pay $200 $300 to meet a person. Like that's never been my heart. That's never been my perspective.
Right. Right.
So like I think that we should be able to do something. Maybe maybe within the next 2 or 3 years, we'll be able to build something enough where with your platform, with my platform, with each platform, and with Bukaki's platform, like we could do a real big live show.
Oh,
And that's what I really would love to do.
That'd be dope for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, I think that YouTube is a great space to do things, but we have like, but I feel like if we do more of the um in person type spaces, we'll see a lot more people come out. Because I
Oh,
feel like I definitely feel like if we just do more like that, we will. The fan base is already there. We just need people who are going to be committed to start come. People that are gonna be committed to come, stuff like that.
sure,
So,
sure. Yeah.
but Cam, before we leave, man, I want you to give the last word, man. Like, give some words of encouragement to anybody who was out there, whether they're a content creator, regular person in life, wrestling fan. Just give them a word of encouragement and just talk to them and tell them about what you would have them to be encouraged with, and when then we will sign off.
Okay. And it's not that much I've already kind of said, but I'm gonna say this though. Whenever you thinking about, stop thinking. Just do it. Just that simple. Man, you be like, man, I wanna I think I wanna do this video. Just do it. The hardest part is thinking about it. The easy part is just posting. And that's just in general, man. Cause hey, you on that shopping cart. Oh man, I don't know if I want to pay for that. It's a good price. No, just go ahead and do it. You know what's gonna happen. You already know what's gonna happen. When you're ready to do it, that price gonna be up or it's gonna be gone. That's mostly what I would say. Just do it, man. Cause if you miss out, you never know what is behind that door. There's a lot of doors that God opens, a lot of doors God closes. And once God closes that door, you don't know what's next on that door. But you gotta stay positive. That's another thing. Stay positive. If something going on, just continue to keep talking to him, continue to keep praying. But most of all, just do it, man. For real. Just do it. Like I don't, man, look, bro, I don't go to sleep till like 12 o'clock. Unless I'm super tired. I don't go to sleep 12 o'clock. You know what I'm doing? I'm out here doing content. I'm out here watching stuff. I'm out here figuring out how can I get better every day. Because that's the motivation I have. That's I'm hungry, man. Like I see, I'm monetized on YouTube, but that's cool. That's not enough though. I'm hungry, man. I want to be to a certain point where when I go to work at my job, I'm like, hey, I'm done my job today. Let me go ahead and go back to my real job, which is this. This is where I really
Yeah.
do my work at. At FedEx,
Yes.
I just be chilling, bro. Like, hey, I'll do. Hey, what you want me to do? I'm only here for a short time, not a long time. What you need me to do? All right, here. That okay. I'm not gonna be here all day long. It's already hot. It's already, some people got AC in their car. I do. Some people don't. It's already, hey, I get there early. I'm trying to get out there by 2 o'clock. What's good? What you need me to do? I'm not gonna be up there at 5, 6 o'clock delivering. Nah, because I need to be at 5. I got something to do at 5 or 6 o'clock here. I gotta deliver this content. Y'all want me to deliver packages? That's early in the morning. At nighttime, I'm delivering content. So just do it. Don't worry about what somebody else say. Oh yeah, the other thing, one more thing. Don't send it to your friend. Please don't do that. That's gonna hurt you too. Don't send it. They be like, hey man, I need you to come check this out. Check this video out. Don't do it. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. You do it. Don't worry about them doing it. You just post the video. Somebody will watch it. Because the people that don't know you are actually better engaging than the people that you do know. Because I mean, like, I know BJ, but I don't know BJ, like my cousin or my or your brother or somebody that you've been with for a long time. Like you can send this to your homeboy, he'll just be like, all right, I can send this to BJ and he'll go watch it. That's perfect example right there.
Yeah.
I just met BJ this year?
Yeah. Cause you and I, like, whenever you send me something, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna watch what Cam is doing because that's big bro, and I'm gonna support him. Like, I just believe in doing that.
Yeah,
But a lot of people ain't built like me. So that's the other conversation. Like I actually believe in supporting people who help me out.
for
So
sure.
you know,
Absolutely. But yeah, that's what I say. Just do it, man. Just do it. Don't think about
yeah,
it. Thinking about it, that'll just continue to prolong what you're trying to do. That's normally how it goes. If you think about it, then you're thinking about it too much. Yeah,
dope, bro. Okay. So, thank you guys so much for tuning into the Indie Spotlight. Don't forget about our campaign, guys. We are trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of August. Now, we'll be doing a live unboxing here on the channel. And you might see a figure, you might see some trading cards, you might see whatever. You just gotta subscribe to the channel. We're at 88 subscribers right now, y'all. So let's make sure we get to 100 by the end of August or more. If we get to 100 or more, I will do a live unboxing for the entire community, man. Cause I want to show love to you guys. And I want to show you guys the type of things that we are going to be experiencing here on Picture Shock Wrestling. But thank you guys so much for watching the show today. Let's see here. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. Cam, plug all your stuff for no pop and your channel as well. And just tell them where to find you and all your social media platforms and everything else, man.
okay. You can find me on right here, Future Shot Wrestling. Make sure you subscribe to Future Shot Wrestling. Make sure you subscribe to Exclusive Night Podcast, and make sure you subscribe to the Bro Kage. I hey, I get enough people. Trust me, I get enough people. I appreciate all the people that do to come to my channel. So where it needs to be shown, what love that needs to be is brother BJ, Pastor Knight, and
Yes, sir.
Deacon Jones. Deacon
Yes,
Jones,
sir.
y'all three. That's what
Yes, sir.
and Chris, Pastor Petty Chris. Make sure you put that as well. Y'all go watch their channel. I get enough love. I appreciate all the love that I do get. I really do. I don't need no more. I don't need no more that I've already get. Trust me, I get enough stuff, bro. I get like I think just this month I've got almost about. Let me check. Matter of fact, I'm not trying to. I'm just letting you know I'm good. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got almost
Uh,
about 3,000 subs this month. I'm good. I'm getting enough.
hmm.
I spread it towards y'all, manifest it towards y'all. I'm good. I appreciate that. I'm good.
Thank you, Cam. Thank you, Cam.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate the love and the support from you, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Continue to walk into the indie spotlight. Continue to plug into the Power Surge every single week. Whether we're doing MLW breakdowns, whether we're doing MLP breakdowns, because those are coming. You got House of Glory coming. I got a whole lot of other stuff, guys, that I want to review in terms of wrestling that are going to really, really, really help you to expand your horizons in terms of wrestling promotion. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who participated in the chat. Thank you to every single person who watched, and even though you didn't comment, thank you for watching. Thank you for those who are going to watch on the replay as well. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and continue to plug into the Power Surge. Now we'll see you guys soon. Peace. All right. And